In this video, we're going to be working on a BirdDog 4K Quad NDI Encoder Decoder. Customer brought this in because of a damaged HDMI port. This is a $2,000 device. Customer called the factory, the manufacturer, and they could not help him. They were not able to provide them with a part, and they said no to fixing this device. So let's take a look and see what's going on with this HDMI port. I do see damage on that port, physically damaged. The port is clearly damaged. Now, the port is a little bit big. I do not know if we have an HDMI port that we can substitute, but we're gonna find out. I have a port here, and the size is different. Let me see if we maybe use a PlayStation port. And the PlayStation port is actually the same size, but we may have a problem with the legs, because this port, the legs of this port are wide apart. The PlayStation port, the legs are close to each other, so we may still be able to use this port and solder the legs from the back only. We do not have any legs from the front. We have those two options right now. So we're gonna start by desoldering this port, and then we'll figure out which one we want to use. Those are the four legs, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna apply Flux, and this is the Amtech 559 Flux. Viewers always ask, what's that gooey stuff that you are using? It's Flux, Amtech 559. You can purchase this Flux off our website, NorthridgeFix.com, click on shop, or search for 559. We're gonna start by applying low melt solder so we can lower the melting temperature of those joints, because if we do not do that, then we have to expose the board to a lot of heat to remove that connector, and we do not want to expose a $2,000 board to a lot of heat. And finally, we're going to do this one here. Now we're going to flip the board and do the front pins. We're going to add Flux, and we may not be able to fit here. I'm going to use a smaller tip. We got an Asus ROG from Canada. I cannot tell you how many Asus ROGs we got this month. Every single one of them is failing. No power, no power, no power. Customer spends $2,000 on a laptop and it fails after 16 months, 12 months, 13 months. You call Asus and they want to charge you $1,400. 50% of those laptops we can fix, and the other 50% we do not know what's wrong with them, because Asus does not provide a circuit or board diagram for those laptops. So now that we applied low melt solder, we need to pry that connector off the board. So we're gonna apply hot air. And the reason we put low melt solder, so it doesn't take a lot of time pointing hot air on the board to remove the connector. And the connector is out. So right now, if you look here, we remove that connector from here. I do see another spot to put another HDMI connector here, but it's empty by default. We can add another HDMI connector. I do not know if the customer is aware of that. We see all the hardware already put in there for that port, just like here. let's wake the front pads as well. We see one weak pad here, but that's not a problem as long as the pad is making a good connection. We're gonna just shift it over a bit. And it's not good. Okay. No problem. No problem. Let's fix that before we install a new HDMI port. We're gonna have to run a jumper wire from pin number 1 to end of the pad, or we can solder the connector now and run that jumper wire later. I think it would be easier to run the jumper wire now. So let's do it. I just grabbed a new brush because the one that I'm using, I've been using it for almost 2 months and it's worn out. So this one is a new one. And you can find the same brush on our website if you have not already bought one. Meter in continuity mode. And very good. The wire is soldered perfectly. And now all we have to do is figure out which HDMI port we're going to use. We have 2 options right now. So option number 1 is the PlayStation 4 port, which we will be able to solder from one area only, one leg only. We're gonna have to break the other leg and solder it from one leg only, and we should be able to get it to work. And the second port that we have, let's see how that will fit. The second port has 2 legs that are far apart. And for this one, we're gonna have to force that leg in, the leg you see here. Just like that. As long as the pins align, then we should be all good. And the pins do align. So we should be able to use that port. We should be able to use that port. Let's apply some flux. I just want to secure that connector in place. Let's solder the back and we'll come back to the front. Very nice. Just want to add a little bit more. Perfect. Let's do this one and then this one. This one. And finally we're gonna do this. Very nice. That's enough solder, but I just like to add extra. Very nice. So the back is done. Let's go ahead and clean up, and then we'll finish the front right after this. We still have to solder the front pins, make sure everything's good. The customer is local, so we're gonna call him after this is done. Flip the board and let's finish the front. Make sure that we have enough solder between the pad and wire, and we do. Now all we have to do is clean up and test, make sure everything is good. As long as the pins are making a good connection, then we should be good. And there's no reason why the pins should not be making a good connection with the pads. Let's go ahead and test. Pin number 1, 2, 3, 4, solid, 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 solid. Keep going, keep going. Not a single one loose, keep going. And now this pin, we just want to make sure that it's making a good connection with the wire. How can we tell if this pin is making a good connection with the wire? We're going to test in continuity mode between the pin itself. We're going to test from this point onto this point. Very nice. Very nice. Fume extractor off. Just imagine buying a $2,000 device where the manufacturer will not give you support for or fix for you. The customer did call the factory and ask for the HDMI port, and he was not able to get one, and they did not offer him any options to fix this device. So I'm glad that we were able to modify this port, this connector, and make it work. The connector is right here, and you see how I told you that we can also add another connector here. I do not know if the board is equipped with the hardware to support another port, but that's what I see here. So this is the enclosure, and the other part of the enclosure is with Big Boss, so I'm going to give it to him to reassemble. Okay, let me give it to Big Boss and I'll be back. Okay, so it's assembled. And look at that. It fits perfect. Perfect. So that's it. The job is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions. And we'll do something else in the next video.